Jesus explicitly revealed the year he must return by. Jesus said he will return before the end of this. So keep watching or miss out on the most powerful knowledge you will ever learn. This is the Awakening series. Christ returns, a treasure trove of previously unknown details. How much time remains for all of mankind? It is closer than you can imagine. We are living in the end times. Most instinctively know this today, which shows why Satan is raging with unparalleled fury and malice right now. This world is ruled by the Hellenists, devoted to Lucifer. They now control it all. To help us to break free, God revealed his plan. Allow me to guide you to take action, which will help you rise from victims to heroes, fulfilling your true destiny. Jesus said he will return before the end of this age in each of these scriptures in Matthew 13:39, 13:40, 13:49, and 24:3, and also in Matthew 28:20. In these scriptures, Jesus said he would return before the end of this age. But how long is an age? Well, each age spans remarkable 2,160 years, often referred to as the Great Year. At present, we find ourselves in the Pisces age. Mind you, this is not a matter of astrology, but rather astronomy. It's a crucial distinction. The straightforward reality is that Jesus walked on the earth roughly 2,023 years ago. Consequently, we know we find ourselves with a mere 137 to 146 years remaining before the return of Jesus Christ in order to fulfill his own word. So you may be saying, big deal, I'll be dead by that time. Not so fast, my friend. There's a lot more to this story, so keep watching or miss out on the most powerful knowledge you will ever learn. However, before that, you may be wondering, how did our ancestors know all this information or in ancient times? In eras long ago, when humanity maintained a closer connection to God, they observed fascinating phenomena during the vernal equinox, a day typically around March 21st, when the day and night are nearly equal in duration. If you were to cast your gaze due east just an hour before dawn, a particular constellation would emerge right before the sun's ascent. This constellation represents the prevailing age, serving as a method by which our forebears determined their era. Remarkably, the Hebrew culture employed similar celestial signs and symbols as modern-day astronomers. This fact is beyond dispute. The astrological ages are rooted in precession of the equinox and the Earth's subtle backward wobble on its axis as it journeys through constellations, forming a circular path along the elliptical. According to scientific understanding, the measurement of the ages is linked to the Earth's axial precession, a gradual wobble in its axis. This precession cycle spans approximately 25,920 years to complete. With this gradual cycle, there are 12 cycles of ages, each lasting about 2,160 years. At present, this precessional marker is directed towards the constellation Pisces, indicating that we are currently situated in the age of Pisces. Interestingly, this epoch also corresponds with the commonly accepted time frame of the birth of Christ. Remember that God said in Genesis 1:14 and 15, "Let there be lights in the vault of the skies to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and the days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. That is from the NIV, by the way. These are facts and again cannot be contested. Just look it up. Point. Jesus himself declared that his return will be akin to a thief in the night. This unmistakably implies that his coming cannot be at the very end or anywhere near it. Everybody would foresee his arrival. I strongly suspect that his return is much closer on the timeline than we might anticipate. So I thought it would be prudent to seek out counsel from something akin to a computer. I worked with ChatGPT to create a probability chart to make more sense out of all this data. 2043 a moderate potential, 2053 a moderate potential. Everything after that, it's low. And that's because we're talking about 2,160 years. That is a very long time, and we're getting close to the end of it. We don't know the exact year. However, right now, this chart highlights a noteworthy insight. Christ's return is statistically suggested to occur before 2053. Beyond this point, his arrival just becomes increasingly anticipated, losing the surprise factor, reminiscent of a thief in the night moment. Are you prepared? Are you ready for this? From either perspective, it appears there's a significant likelihood that Christ's return might take place during our lifetime. It's essential to emphasize that these calculations are speculative, but I'm not making predictions, but rather exploring potential scenarios using numerical data. Before we proceed, I implore you to share this information with everyone in your circle, not for my sake, but for theirs. It wouldn't hurt if you liked it as well. It'll help me get the message out to others. It's crucial that they become aware of this knowledge and much more to come. Believe me, there's a wealth of information I can share with you. We are living in times of urgency where all of us must draw closer to God and prepare for the imminent return of Christ. That we might have a maximum of 30 years, it's crucial to reflect on what needs to transpire before the return of Christ. Think about this. All the events I'm about to mention must unfold prior to his return. If you thought that the past year was challenging, brace yourself, because the road ahead appears even more daunting. Here's a short, concise list of pivotal events or conditions that must precede the return of Jesus. The rise of a world leader who persecutes Christians, Daniel 7:25. A global economic crisis, Revelations 6:5-6. Wars and rumors of wars, Matthew 24:6. Earthquakes and natural disasters, Luke 21:11. False Christs and false prophets, Matthew 24:24. Growing religious deception, 2 Thessalonians 2:9-10. The spread of the Antichrist teachings, 2 John 7. The emergence of one world government, Revelation 13:1-7. The rebuilding of Jerusalem and the Temple Mount in Ezekiel 43:1-7 and Daniel 9:27. The establishment of a cashless society, Revelations 13:17. Please note that this list is not exhaustive. It is concise overview. It's crucial to remember that no one can predict with certainty when Jesus will return, as stated in Matthew 24:36. But about that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. With that said, we can now understand that these events must unfold within the next, perhaps, 30 years, or possibly even sooner, maybe much sooner. I have listed only 10 significant items. They are substantial, some potentially taking years to materialize. However, it is vital to reiterate that his return is meant to be a surprise, with the date established at this moment. Although the saints must endure the entire journey. So, are you prepared for all that lies ahead? Worsening as time goes on until all unravels. It's only then that Jesus returns. We must all be ready. Are you personally prepared for his return? I'll be honest, I'm still working on myself. We all have our own issues to address. Jesus has emphasized that his return will be a surprise. Well, surprise! In today's journey, we only explored the previously hidden biblical return of Christ. Also, we only touched on what must transpire before his return, and did not cover the seals, the woes, etc. However, our upcoming videos will delve deeper into these prophecies, offering insights that few still understand. So subscribe for a deeper understanding of these massively pivotal events that must occur before his return. This is the Awakening Series.